Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to show you how I completely add all of my makeup from the base right through to the lipstick. I've added my eyebrows today for, well, it's just time, just because some days it does take me quite a while to add my eyebrows, so I thought I'd add those first and then I can just show you how I complete my base right through to the lipstick look. I've already added moisturiser, so I've cleaned my face or cleansed it and also added moisturiser, because I do find that if I don't add moisturiser, my face or my foundation does not go on as well as when I do add it. So I've already added that for you. So yeah, I'm going to add the foundation, add everything that I usually do on a daily basis. So this is what I do every single day. Obviously I change up the eye look, I change up the lipstick look and the blush and the highlight, but I will be adding those products, but obviously those products will be certain things that I've spoken about recently. But obviously I just wanted to share with you how I apply the base. I also wanted to share with you, so I'm just going to get my foundation first of all, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour matte foundation in Natural Rose, and this is the one that I use every day. I have actually used a lot of foundations, but I always come back to that because it gives me the matte look that I want, it gives me the coverage that I want, and it just is a fantastic foundation. And also I usually pick it up on the 3 for 2 offer, which is $7.99, and obviously that's $7.99 times 2, because you know, and you get the 3 products. So I always just pop a little bit on the back of my hand, so like that, and then I use this brush. So this is the one of the brushes from eBay. I'm using this one today, which is a little bit tapered, but they do have the flat tops as well, and I recently did talk about that in a recent video. So I just add a little bit of that and then start applying it to the face. Now what I also wanted to discuss with you is the reason why I don't edit my videos, because I've had a few people mention that over the last couple of weeks. The reason why I don't actually edit my videos, and I'm just looking down here into my mirror as always, is because I used to watch a lot of videos before I did YouTube. I was absolutely, you know, I love watching YouTube videos, I still do. And it used to, well, it was a little bit of an annoyance when people edit their videos, especially when they're highly edited, because especially if they're talking about certain products, because I'm thinking, you know, is there anything hidden? You know, and also I didn't like that sporadic look of a video. So when I did YouTube, it was one of the, or when I started doing it, it was one of the things I decided that, you know, I didn't want to do. I wanted to start at A and finish at B, and that, sorry, start at A and finish at Z, not B, and that is, you know, one take. So each video you see is me, it's one take that I do, you know, that you actually see, although I might have made a few errors and had to refilm it, but usually, well, it's always one take, and that's how I like it, because you know, that is just what I like to watch. Also, there is another thing that I like about YouTube, or didn't like, and that was, for example, when you search products. So for example, just say I'm searching for this, there isn't one particular, you know, video on it. You have to search through like a haul or something like that. So that is why I do a lot of separate videos on separate products, because I want, you know, someone to be able to find that video easily. And that's another reason why, you know, I like to show one product at a time. I just find it, you know, a lot easier. So I always go down my neck. Now usually I'd have my hair out of the way. So I always go right down to the bottom of the neck and just blend that all in. Like that. So I've gone all over the eye, and that is my base. That is what I like to do. And I hope now that I've covered all my face. So that's the base done, I think. Let me just check. I think I've missed a little bit there. So that's the base. Now we're moving on to the concealer. Now my recent concealer that I've changed to is the Freedom Pro Camouflage Paste, and that's in CF02. I absolutely love this, and the reason why I love it is because I've never been able to put concealer necessarily over the top and it looks good. I've always had to put, and the product that I've changed from is the Kiko full camouflage, no, not camouflage, full coverage concealer. And that one I always had to put underneath my base because it was quite thick and it always creased. So I had to put it underneath. This one I put over the top. So I'm just going to get one of my Wilko brushes, and these are the flat ones, and I just add that just under the eye, just over here, and then all around the eye. My skin, although, you know, I do have not necessarily a very, well, I do have quite a light tone, but my skin is actually quite translucent, and there's some veins around the eye that tend to show quite badly, so I like to cover those, give the area a little bit of brightness. So I'm just adding that. And then just make sure I've got enough on there. So then what I'll do is go back in with the foundation brush and just blend that in. And you can see that that does actually give some brightness as well. That's another thing that actually I've not found from any concealers. I did use Lottie London, and that did start to give me a little bit of brightness, but to be honest, it didn't do as well as this for the brightening up the eye area. So I really, really like this product. So I just blend that all in. I think that's okay. I'm still not happy with this bit here. Now it's started to rain outside, so you might hear the rain. That's better. So now the product that I use is to set that is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. I absolutely love this. So what I usually do is just turn it upside down, give it a little bit of a shake, and then gently take off the lid, and there's usually enough product in that lid to cover under my eyes. The brush I'm using for this is the Crown Powder Brush. So I'm just going to dip that into the product and then sweep that all over the eye. And this really does works so well, and if there's a little bit extra, I'll just put it over parts of my face that tend to go quite shiny, and that will keep that at bay. So the next thing that I like to do is to contour and bronze. Now I've actually missed out the step of I'll put those two together. So contour and bronze I'm putting in the same step, because I used to use the Makeup Revolution HD Pro Powder Contour, and you know, I absolutely love that. I used the bronzer and the contour shade from that. Now I've got this, which is the Makeup Revolution Renaissance Glow palette. To be honest, I actually thought I was never going to find a contour better than the Pro Powder set, but this is amazing. I absolutely love it. I don't bother with bronzer and, you know, separate bronzer and contour anymore. I just use this. It has a little bit of a pink tone to it, which I absolutely love. It works really well for me. I mean, I love the highlight as well, but obviously I change up the highlight daily. The brush I'm going to use is the NYX fan brush, and that's 06. I absolutely love this. So what I'm going to do is just add that all over the brush. And the reason I like this brush is because you can either use the corner, just the side, or you can use the whole width of the brush. And what I do is just put that into the hairline, come down a little bit, and then go over the temples. So all the way down, and then contour the cheek. So just like that. And I absolutely love, love, love this shade. So again on the other side. So blend that all in. I think I'm just going to put a little bit more on this side. Although I've got to be a little bit careful, because where I usually put my makeup on is, you know, directly into the you know, daylight. This one, it hits me more on this side than this side, so I've got to be careful that I don't put too much on this side. Just because I don't usually put my makeup on here. It's usually in my bedroom. So that's the contour, and then sometimes I'll put it down here. Just depends on how I feel. So that's the contour done. I really love that, absolutely love that palette, and in fact I already bought a backup of that because I love it so much. Now I'm going in with the, now let me just see, I think I've actually, have I forgotten the blush? I think I've forgotten the blush. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of this contour shade on the cheeks. I don't think I've got, no, I've got no more blushes down here. So I'm just going to do that on the cheek. It's absolutely fine though, because this is such a gorgeous shade. So I'm just going to brush it lightly on the cheek, like that. Give me a little bit of colour. Oh, such a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I absolutely love it. Then what I do is, to blend it in, I will get my, and the blush brush I use, sorry, I've forgotten to tell you about that. It's one of those I Heart Makeup, I think this is Pink Diamonds. Oh, we've got some thunder now. This is Pink Diamonds. There is a set. I think this is £2.50 on the Tan Beauty website. So if you do like that set, and you get about 4 brushes, but I always use that the larger brush for the blush. And then I always get my eBay brush, and I just blend in the blush just to make it look more natural, like that. Then we're going for the not the contour, the highlight, and the highlight that I'm going to use today is, it is Makeup Revolution's Ultra Strobe Stick, and this is in Peach Lightning. I absolutely love these. I've been using the pink one nearly every day since I received it, and then this one I'm going to use the Peach Lightning today just to give that a little bit of a go. I was so impressed with the swatches of these. So the brush I'm using is the Real Techniques. Now let me just see if I can, it's the Deluxe Crease Brush. So it looks like that, and I really find that just dabbing the product in like that and then just adding it to the cheek. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I was so impressed with this. And when you add it with a brush, I don't know why, with a matte foundation, obviously this is a matte foundation that I'm wearing, I found that if I was dabbing it on, it would remove some of the foundation. If I used the sponge again, it would remove some of the foundation. And also if I added it and then used like a foundation brush or something like that to blend it in, again, it would remove it. So I've found that if you actually apply it on the brush and then apply it to the cheeks that way, it doesn't remove the foundation. That's what works for me anyway. Obviously, if you have a non-matte foundation, you know, that should be fine. I also had a question about this product last night, asking me if it is actually, you know, cream to powder. And I must admit, this was quite late on in the day, we're talking about 8 o'clock in the evening, and when I did actually touch the product, I could feel the product actually on my cheek, but it wouldn't budge. What I mean is, I don't think it's stated that it's cream to powder, but it does tend to work very similar to that, in that it's not going to go anywhere once it's on the cheek. So that's that, and I'm just going to get my brush again and blend that in. I mean, you can see the highlight is stunning. So that's Peach Lightning. Now on to the eyes. Now, ever since I shared with you the collection of these palettes, the I Heart Makeup, I Heart Obsession, I Heart Makeup, I Heart Obsession palettes, I kept out the Pure Cult palette. And ever since then, I've been using it. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to share with you that look today that I created. And I have had a few people actually say how nice that look was. So I'm going to recreate that today. So with my Primark tapered eyeshadow brush, I'm going to use this matte shade here. And it's this one in the corner. It's really nice because it's a taupey brown shade, but also it's got a pink, it's a hint of pink to it, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to put that into the crease and above. These are so pigmented and you hardly need to blend. They are just fantastic. I love them and I'm so pleased. In fact, that's why I absolutely love sharing with you certain collections that I've got, because I just find that you forget what you've got. And, you know, I've been pulling these palettes out and sharing them with you, and it's, you know, made me look at what I've got and start using the palettes. You can see that I've only put a little bit of product on, but that is really, really good. I'm absolutely loving that. And basically that's all I did. So I've just put that on the crease and higher. And then what I do is I add that underneath as well, and I'm using the Crown Oval Concealer brush for that. So it's the same shade, and I'm just going to add that underneath. So just connect that up. So like that. And then what I want to do is use a shimmer shade, and what I'm going to use is this one here. So it's that one there. So I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to add that all over the lid. So I just find that this palette is absolutely phenomenal, and it's only £3.99 from Tam Beauty, if you're interested in that. I must admit, I've had a lot of comments about that collection, and every comment has said how much they love the look of this palette. Just a stunning palette. Then what I'm going to do, just to highlight that even more, I'm going to add this shade here. So it's the second one in, it's like a goldy bronze shade. And I'm just going to get that on my finger again, and I'm just going to add it to the centre, very centre of my eye, and I find that that really does just highlight the eye a little bit more. So that looks like that. Now, what I now want to do is just line my eye on the upper eye. You can use any felt tip liner. So I'm just going to line each eye now. I'm just going to pull the mirror a bit more forward so I can have a closer look. So that's one. Let me see if I can do the second one as well. Perfect. So now I've lined the eye. I don't put any liner on the bottom of my eye because I find that that really does deepen it up too much, but obviously you can add that at this point if you would like. And then I'm going to add mascara, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution, the Viper, and I love it because it says mascara with bite. I'm really loving this actually, and I did a review and put that up because I'm just really intrigued. I've never used a wand that is so stiff at the top, but it really does work. It captures every single lash, so you can use it actually either like this, which is what I do, so you bend it to, or it's bent to the actual curl of the eyelashes. So I start off doing that, and it really does capture every single hair. So I don't necessarily need the length because my eyelashes are quite long. It is that I need them to show up. And then what I do is I turn it over and then just make sure that, and they just come off really, really well. I love it, and it's only £3. So then I'm just going to add more product and then do the same thing this side. It does take a little getting used to because of the shape of it, but I'm really pleased with it. So like I say, it's captured every hair, love that. Now onto lipstick. I'm going to use today with this look, where is it? Makeup Revolution's Renaissance lipstick in Awaken. I absolutely love, love, love these lipsticks. And I said in a previous video that I've got to do an updated video of the collection because I've got a few more, and I've got one actually on its way now. So I'm just going to add the lipstick. Could have probably gone with Greatest or this one. So that is the completed look, and I must admit I'm glad I forgot my blush actually, because I'm really loving the combination of the highlight on that contour shade. I'm absolutely loving that today. I think if you're looking for an even more, you know, gorgeous neutral cheek, then that is definitely a combination that I'm going to be using as well in the future. So that is how I apply all of my makeup on a daily basis. I hope you enjoyed that. I've actually enjoyed doing it. I was a little bit concerned about doing it all on camera, but yeah, I think it went really, really well. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thumbs up if you did. Thumbs up if you want to just support me, of course, and subscribe to watch further videos and tutorials. And of course, click that notification bell, and that will then ensure that you don't miss any of my videos. I do post one, sometimes two a day, just depends on what I would like to cover and how many products and videos I'd like to get out to you and share them with you. But I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.